most famous physical therapist on the internet.
Come on, everybody. Mike. Hi, folks. I'm Bob Schupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
Because we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course, Bob.
Sit like this, and your back pain may never go away.
Like how?
Oh, we're going to show you, Brad. That's how we're going to bring you in to watch this. By the way, if you're new to our channel, please take a second to subscribe to us. We provide videos on stay healthy, fit, pain-free, and we upload every day. And we have some exciting news because we're always giving something away. But this week, what are we giving away, Brad?
Oh, the SleepOvation Mattress?
You got to say SleepOvation Mattress. All right, you can go to bobandbrad.com and go to the giveaway section and sign up there, or you go to Bob and Brad at Facebook.
On the Facebook.
It's always pinned there. If you want a short version of Bob and Brad, and when I mean short version, like smaller, shorter videos, go to Instagram or Twitter. They're
there
like 60
you go.
seconds.
Let's carry on, Bob.
All right, back pain, Brad, used to be a lifting issue, right? It was caused quite often, we thought, by lifting. Now, more often than ever, it's become a sitting issue.
More and more people are sitting long-term at their work, in the car, everywhere, at school. It's an
epidemic.
Society has changed.
Yeah. So the most healthy position for your spine is with the S curve, what we call the S curve. I don't know, does that look like an S to you guys, or is it S this way? No, it'd be this way, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, boy, we really got things going smoothly here.
Bob.
So why don't you stand up, Brad? So when Brad's in the S curve, he's like this. He's in good posture. There's a curve in, curve out, curve in. The bones are designed to be the strongest this way. They're stacked in place. Now, the weakened position is when you go into the C curve like this. Obviously, it doesn't look good either, but also you're putting stress on the ligaments. The muscles can't work like they should, and the discs can actually result in herniations or disc bulging, going on. So
one way or another, it's leading to no good, Bob.
So you want to avoid this position. You want to learn to get away from this position when you're sitting.
Right.
So
slouch, poor posture, and we're all guilty of it, Bob. Even you and I.
Absolutely. And this is actually, we're going to lead to the first thing you're going to do. One of the things you can try is standing instead of sitting.
Right.
And that's where a stand-up desk comes in very handy.
Sure.
And I didn't have a stand-up desk for years. And every time my wife would come by the room, she'd look at me and she goes, "You got poor posture." I think she really enjoyed it. I hate that I took that away from her.
Yeah.
And because I drift into this.
Sure.
But now with the standing desk, she comes by and I'm like, I'm in good standing posture.
Right. And
so
you can just imagine, Bob's 6.5 foot tall. He's got this. I'd like to see your. I never saw.
It's up. It's up higher than the world there. But so we're gonna put a plug in for a desk here. This is the Flex-A-Spot. They sent us this one. It's called the EM6S.
Ooh.
And it's electric, Brad, which is kind of cool. So you just get a little device there.
Where are some gas powered?
No, you know what they are.
You're just wondering.
Some of them are manual.
Sure.
And,
like a crank on the side.
Well,
No, they're spring load. I'm just ribbing them.
But they have electric full desks.
Yeah.
But this is a desk riser you put on your existing desk.
Sure. Yeah.
Look how cool it looks, Brad.
Yeah.
This is, quite a great design.
This one's a little different because they give you more space here on the
lower part.
Right. So you could put some paperwork on there if you wanted to, and then your screen here, and look at that. You got nice little holders on the side for this, that, and the other thing.
Yeah, and you can put the cords through here, I believe, right?
Yeah, it's not big enough for a drink, that's for sure.
The other thing is you can, oh, good Lord. The other thing you can do, this holds 33 pounds up here and 22 pounds down here.
It is. It's commercial built.
Right.
It'd be good at home too.
So we'll have a link below if you're interested in purchasing one of these. Flex-A-Spot always, I think, has good prices.
Yeah.
For the high quality they have.
Yeah. It's a good company.
You can also, if again, when you stand, you're going to be in better posture. But you can also sometimes use a high stool.
Right.
So you want to show Brad on the stool?
So yeah, as opposed to having a stand and then bring it down and sit all the way down at your desk level, use a stool. Then you can bring it down part way
Right.
and work at your desk. And then, so it's a sit stand situation. And I like that
Yeah, it's
myself.
easier to keep your back in good
Right,
position when you're
right.
on a high stool as opposed to right,
Exactly. It keeps that lumbar spine, that arch that we showed
right.
on the spine when you're up taller. It's a big advantage.
All right, the next thing you can do is you can use some type of support in your chair to get that arch
Mm,
to come back. Now, this is also, a recommendation you'd probably use for your car. In fact, it probably is even more important in your car than at your desk, wouldn't you say, Brad?
yeah,
I mean,
probably.
because a lot of people drive more than they even are at the
You're
desk.
stuck in that car seat. You can't
Hmm.
stand and drive. If you that'd be a neat if you had a sit stand station in a car.
Yeah, it would be. Just like they have Alexa in the car now. Do you know that?
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah. My son just had. Anyway, you could start off with a rolled towel just to figure out what type of size
Hmm.
lumbar support you
Oh,
would
here
use.
we'll give them a little
And
sample.
and for some of you, if you are a larger person with larger curves, you might need a thicker one. Also, a lot of times, if you're in the throes of back pain, it seems like sometimes the thicker one feels better. But
Yeah.
yeah, here you got
Here.
a smaller one
Yeah.
that would probably be fine for
Yeah.
me. And again, if you were a larger person with kind
Yeah.
of
That's pretty big.
if you had a
Mm,
kind of a protruding buttock,
yeah.
it would,
Or if you got a really soft seat that really
yeah,
takes up a
good
lot of the
point.
cushion.
So there's a lot of different supports out there. They
Yeah.
come in all shapes and sizes. This is actually an air-filled one.
Yeah, this
So
one's pretty unique. Actually, it varies. You can.
my wife uses that one.
Do you? She likes it.
Yeah, she
Oh,
likes it. Yeah,
good.
I
Excellent.
know you had trouble that one time. It was losing air, right?
Well, yeah, after about 20 minutes or so, but it'd be no big deal. I just lean forward and it would go suck back up, tighten it down, and
There you go.
it's not like you have to blow
All right,
on
the
it.
last thing we need Mike to come in here now because Mike's going to take away some of our stuff here.
Oh,
Magic Mike,
well, I
Mini
like that.
Mike. What do we have names for him? Oh, we got to unplug it here first. There we go. So the other third thing you do is to try to do some reverse moves. So the spine, this is a painful thing or bad for your back. Sometimes we actually have you work on going into extension to help reverse that. Mike's going to take away the boards here
Oh,
too.
good.
So
Thanks, Mike.
thanks, Mike. So you can't hear him. No, it's the best way we like Mike. We can't hear him. So we're going to go ahead and do press ups here. So it's harmful bending forward. We're actually going to reverse that a little bit. And we're going to put my hands underneath my shoulders. I'm keeping my pelvis
Ah,
down
yes.
and I'm stretching it this way. And this should be pain free,
Right.
absolutely pain free. And if you can only go this far to start, that's fine. Just don't allow the pelvis to come off the
Right.
bed.
Right.
That's the big faux pas, right, Brad?
Yeah, and actually, with patients, when I'm working on with this, if I want them to get more range of motion, I'll just put my hand here just to remind them to keep that down. When my daughter was young, and I used to be able to do these, she'd sit right there, and she's 2 or 3 years old, and she'd think she was helping daddy, and I'd do my press ups. But anyways,
Yeah, you could get your dog if your dog weighed enough or something, or cat you can't train, right? Cat. Am I going to get the cat people upset?
yeah, be careful, Bob.
So that's one way to do it. Another way to do it is actually to actually stand. You can put your hands here and work
Mhm.
on extension
Right,
this way too.
right,
This is a great one to do like after you do a lift and you're kind of bending forward.
right.
Then you can go ahead and do the reverse like that.
You
So
might find before you get into your car and sit for a long time or getting out of the car, it's nice to extend back and reverse that seated position that you've been in.
excellent point, Brad. Excellent point. All right, Brad. I think that's should cover it.
Did
By
we
the way,
cover
we
it?
can fix just about anything.
Except for,
A broken heart.
but we're working on it.
We got room up here for a heart.
Oh, we don't. Yeah, oh, Liz says yes.
Okay.
We're in good shape.
Thanks for watching.